Hi guys! Hey, somebody suggested to me some time ago that we should do a reaction video. And I saw this video earlier on my YouTube. And as you know, I like the game playing. And there are several channels I follow that cover Sims 3, Sims 4, World of Warcraft, and etc, etc, etc. And the video we're going to react to, I only watched a little bit of it, by Whiny Brit. Now, Whiny Brit is really kind of cool, and I want to give her credit where it's due. Because what she did, and what she was talking about in the game, is so friggin' awesome that I wanted to do a reaction to her video. It's called Living as an Actual Princess in the Sims 4 Royalty Mod. Let me just tell you, I have never tried the Sims 4 Royalty Mod. I have no idea what it is, but from what I see here, you can see it on the screen, it looks pretty interesting. So let's take a look and see what this does. Make sure to turn on a closed caption so I can follow along. Always helps me out. HD. Closed captions on. Yep, let's go. Let's get this started here. No pause is needed.
Oh, hi. Thanks for watching my video. So today, I thought we would have a little bit of luxury. For today's video, we are going to be playing as an actual princess in The Sims 4. I'm currently using the royalty mod. I've only ever used it once, and that was years ago. But I'll link it in the video description if you want to play with it. It's not a new mod, although I think it's had quite a few updates since I last played with it. And if I remember correctly, it's a pretty massive mod.
It sounds like something I'm going to try. The Sims 4 royalty mod. I don't know if it works with the Mac or not. I'm going to look for it because it looks interesting.
At this point, as the name suggests, it basically introduces the ability for you to play as a royal family. So we are going to be playing through a couple of days in the life of Annalise. She is a princess. She's a crown royal, Henford-on-Bagley royal. Henford-on-Bagley is currently ruled by the king, though. This is Edward. He's the king of Henford-on-Bagley. He's generally regarded as a bit of a tyrant, though. He's sort of hated among the community. He's just a bit ignorant, you know, to how the other people...
Wait a minute. Edward. Oh, okay. It's the man with the blonde hair. Why is he with the blonde hair? Jesus, what an ugly face. Yike. I don't get it, but oh well. Nice and much space forward.
Sends his handyman out to collect daily taxes, extortionate taxes to pay for his lavish lifestyle. And this is our mother Catherine. She's the queen, although she doesn't really get much of a say in anything that goes on. This is medieval times, so she's just sort of here for decoration, really. We do.
What? You kidding me? The queen does decoration, really? What is she exist for? The queen in real life does have an importance, especially if for some reason she ends up becoming the queen of England, for example. You can't say that the queen of England didn't have any real roots. The queen is important because she actually is also advisory, basically, to the king. But anyway, this is still an interesting mod. I might install it myself. If I can guarantee it's going to work on my Mac Mini, I'd definitely be interested in seeing it. I mean, there's nothing more that guts me so bad installing mods that find out that cause my computers to fail to work. And that really devastates me a lot.
We do have a few servants, a few advisors. But given that Annalise is currently the princess, she doesn't really have much to do in terms of, like, royal duties or anything like that. But, you know, our dad is pretty unwell. He's probably on his way out soon. Which means eventually we will be the queen. The ruling queen, not just the decoration queen. So I thought we would spend a couple of days with Annalise and maybe do a couple of little tasks or quests that I've put together to maybe ensure that we have the most successful introduction to ruling the country. So I've kind of categorised these in phases. So we'll probably spend a few days with Annalise. Day 1, which is today, I realise time is getting on. Day 1 is to basically spend some time with the little people. You know, get to know the peasants of the town, the people that we actually rule over. So far, the people living in Henford-on-Bagley absolutely hate the royal family. So if we don't try and make amends or make a good impression, for all we know, there might be an uprising on the cards by the time we...
Yeah, that's interesting enough. First of all, I don't know if Whiny Brit explained the furnishings in this. I don't think the furnishings is part of the mod. And I'm going to install the mod myself and find out if it really gives furnishings too, because it looks interesting so far. The story goes on and it gets really more and more interesting as we go. So yeah, it just is interesting. Of course, it would be nice if the spacebar would space the screen like I would think I'd pause it, but unfortunately it doesn't work. I want you to get your head out of your ass and do something to fix that.
Inherit the throne. So, stage 1, get to know the poor. So there are a few places that I have in mind that we can go and visit. There's a little farm that produce all of the goods for the town. So we're going to go and visit them, and as a gesture of goodwill, we're going to give them some seeds. Here we go. Okay. Oh, you got changed for the journey? You trying to humble yourself? Oh, that's really good. That's really good for you. Okay, and here are the farmer peasants just growing a few crops for us. Maybe I'll start by doing a royal greeting. Oh, they're in love. Oh, that is nice. Even, you know, living on the brink of starvation, they still find time to love each other. Another royal greeting. That's right, you do salute. Yeah, that's right. This is a really nice little farm you guys have got here. Kind of smells like cow dung and festival dick, but I'm sure you guys...
Countdown and festival dick. It looks like it's a small little. It looks like it's a small thing with a little bit of livestock, and not a huge farm. I just wonder what plugins is she using for this. This is just totally cool. I can admit, I like what I see. I just wish I had known which plugins she was using for this, because it's so hilarious. I mean, I can install the Royal plugin now, but what would happen? Like, all of a sudden, I end up like the modern day Meghan Markle kind of. Oh my god. I like the way this is. I like the way she's got this set up. It's really awesome. I really kind of wish I knew I could get this thing kind of plug in to work on my computer.
Guys have got it all together. Compliment house. Yeah, we will. We'll compliment house. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but you guys seem pretty broke as shit. I mean, you should probably try and get it together before the taxman comes. Oh, I can treat her as a servant.
Try to get it together for tax. Oh my god. Really? Oh boy.
Ah, I'm not going to mark her as a servant though, because I need this loyal farmer to help make produce for the land. But I will give you a friendly gift of some starter vegetables, so you can...
Okay, at least Whiny Brit is indicating is being realistic. Yes, we need the farmers. I mean, yeah, you could have her as a loyal servant, but that means one less person bringing in the food for the people, which would really kind of suck. Now, I guess you could say it's true with the real farmers too. You need the farmers. So I'm finding this actually very interesting.
And keep feeding my people and reaping the benefits of a pittance. I know, generous queen, generous queen. You remember that when we take over ownership of this land. You remember that good deed I did to you. Okay, where did your man go? In here? All right, let's knock on door. Oh wait, no, he's there. Okay, give gift, friendly gift, some veggies. She's got a mood buff, upper class guilt. Ugh, the air is once again clear of that disgusting peasant stench. Yeah, I think sort of part of being in the royal family, we don't really know how to be nice to people. Can I just harvest their food? I mean, I could, but I won't. We're trying to make a good impression. Okay, well, it was really nice to meet you guys. Time is getting on. We're going to be heading down the tavern later for a pint of mead, so feel free to stop by. Time to head off. So our next stop is the village. The village is basically like a little cluster of medieval homes. It's where most of the town live, so we may as well go there, show our face. I didn't bring any gifts with me, but, you know, being here, my presence is present enough. So this is the medieval village. It's got about 5 homes in them. I'm going to put some writing probably on the screen with the gallery information if you want to get it for yourselves, because it is a very impressive build. So I think probably first step, let's do a few royal greetings, get to know the local townsfolk. Well, not get to know, but just make them aware of my presence. Make sure they know who I am. We'll get ourselves a good reputation. But yeah, this is one of the more popular spots in the world of Henford-on-Bagley. They got everything they need here. They got their sewers, they got their brothels, they got Vinny, the town knob washer, which is handy really because all we have for birth control around here is anal. Yep, we'll probably never meet Vinny. He's a very busy man.
But what plugin is she
you do have to be
using
careful
for the
as well
village,
with
though?
all the shit on the floor. I mean, we personally prefer a toilet, but these guys must really like it because it is just all over the streets. We've even taken a few shits on people's front porches as a peace offering, but these guys rarely smile. Okay, have we introduced ourselves to everybody?
Oh, Rusty's here. By the way, alright, so let me explain something about villages. I play a lot of World of Warcraft, and even though it's a very small little village in the Goldshire or Caleros, in the Ironforge area, it's really pretty much as a farming community. The village is kind of the city center or village center. But what's nice about this game, from what I'm seeing here, the plugin that she says has to be the Royal mod. It does give a link to the mod, so I can go back and install it on my Sims 4. I really would love to install this because this thing sounds like a real trip. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the buildings and stuff. That's obviously something else. Another plugin, maybe she has linked where you can get the buildings in the towns and the other assets. Because remember, we have the big silver melon building that's on World of Warcraft. I'm not on World of Warcraft, on Sims 4. But really, it looks interesting with the royalty mod. And I still like Sims 3 better than Sims 4. If I had to pick between the two, dollars to donuts, I like Sims 3 better. But at the same time, Sims 3, between the 32-bit and 64-bit thing, and the fact is that I got Sims 4 installed with all the expansions on High Sierra, which is actually based on the Windows version, and so it uses the Windows plugins and stuff under Wine. But the only thing I don't like about Sims 3 on the 64-bit, when you go download the plugins or the mods, you have to tell the game that you want the 64-bit versions of the code, or you get stuck with plugins and game mod packs that you can't play on the Mac. But now for the Macs, they're all using ARM chips. They're using Rosetta 2, and guess what? Welcome to the world of incompatibility. Yeah. But this is interesting, though. It really is. Let's go back to this.
Oh, we've got a Reverend here. Reverend Christian Verney. These are all gallery Sims, by the way. Yeah, this is what royal duties are all about, really. Putting yourself out there, mingling with the scum. Some Sims over here. Maybe we should come and do a introduction. Sul. Okay, I'm gonna go knock on the door to the little village centre. They've got a little community area.
Yeah, you know what? That's just it. She's got almost all the plugins. Whiny Brit is like got almost every expansion pack in Sims 3 and Sims 4. I don't have all of them, and I like I said, I'm more invested in Sims 3 than I am in Sims 4. But they also got a nice, some awesome aftermarket third-party DLCs, which I would love to get. And it looks like some of this stuff is with all these mods you can plug in. You got Medieval Life, you got Farm Life. Some of this is Farm Life. I can tell that's the Farm Life plugin here in part. And so it's actually very interesting to think about. How does that work? I don't know. But the point is so from what she's got the story going, it looks pretty good. If I can get all the plugins, I could do something similar.
Area over there, so... Shit, these guys also have a bar. These guys are spoilt, man. We should increase their taxes. Where are we going? We're gonna go grab a serving of the villagers' food. Yeah, okay. Definitely sends the right message. Just get ourselves a comfortable seat in the warm. Don't really want to sit outside in the cold. Oh, this is nice. Feels good, doesn't it, Annalise, to do our bit. What do these guys have by way of bathroom? Is it just a hole in the ground, or... Okay, there is a toilet. Get out. Get out, or I will execute you. Put you in the stocks. Trying to have a royal piss in peace. I feel like we're really doing the Lord's work today, Annalise. Good job. Okay, who else is there that we haven't... Oh, we can introduce ourselves to this sim. Have we said hello to all of the poor? Yeah, it's weird. These guys have, like, more of a sense of community than we do over in the castle. Maybe I should try and start some shit between them, like start gossiping so they don't all club together for an uprising. Okay, well, I think... Oh, are you going to go watch some birds? That's really cute. I think probably a good move now is if we go to the local tavern, have ourselves a medieval drink and see who turns up. We've got our name out there. People know who we are. Slowly but surely we are winning over the hearts of Henford-on-Bagley. Well, the residents of Henford-on-Bagley. Okay, here we are, the medieval tavern. I don't really know what drinks are medieval though. I'm just gonna play it safe and maybe go for a beer. Ah, medieval foosball table. Okay, I will order... Oh, we'll order our favourite drink, find out what our favourite drink is. Can you fuck off? You are breaking the immersion of this place. Go away, get the fuck out of it. You're not medieval. God. Yeah, I can understand why a lot of the people around here didn't like the king. He's just so out of touch. Doesn't take the time to wander out of the castle and just be one with the scum. Maybe if these guys had someone to look up to, they'd decide to stop being so poor. Right, everyone who's not medieval, you need to fuck off. All of you. Oh, we have low fun. Okay, maybe we could play with the foosball table at some point then. There we go, that's fun. Having fun the peasant way. We don't really have games like this in the castle. We do have servants though, so sometimes if we're bored we just get them to fight till the death, which is kind of entertaining I suppose the first 50 times, but it sounds really fun, but it can get old sometimes. Alright Annalise, that's enough pissing around, let's go.
Fun for the first 50 times until it can get old sometimes. Wow. I am actually impressed with this plugin mod. I'm going to definitely get it. I'm going to try it on my... of course, I don't have all the expansion packs that they got on this. But then again, Whiny Brit has got so many plugins and expansions that if I play the Royal mod, I definitely gotta try this. I will download this and install this in my Sims 4. This sounds like, even though I don't have all the plugins, it might still be worthwhile playing. Especially since I do have Enchanting and the other packs installed. Maybe we can have an evil witch queen instead of a good queen. I don't know. So let's just see how this goes.
Home, we'll call it a night. It's getting late. We don't want to be kidnapped or anything. Precious cargo. Deliver it home safely. Say bye-bye to the simple folk. Now let's go to our bedroom. We'll first just find our bedroom. Could this be it? This doesn't really seem glamorous enough to be our bedroom. Is there any more glamorous? No, I suppose that's it. Okay. Well, it probably is quite luxurious for medieval times, I guess. we need to get a good night's rest tonight, because today, you know, we spent the day getting to know the people of Henford-on-Bagley, and that was great. It's always good to get our name out there and prepare for our own succession to the crown. But tomorrow we're going to be taking care of something a bit more personal, some personal business tomorrow. We actually have a little bit of handiwork to do, because thanks to our father the king, we've been betrothed to our uncle. But we don't really want to get married, you know, we want to be independent women, unmarried forever. Elizabeth I is what we're going for. So I'm going to need to enlist the help of a local wench to take him out. We're going to go full poison on this one, Snow White style, if this mod works correctly. Now, obviously I can't
Ouch! Take him out because she wants to remain queen, single forever as a queen. Oh my god. Whoa.
ask any of our father's staff to be our lady-in-waiting, because if they share with our parents even the slight whiff that we plan on poisoning our uncle so we don't have to marry him, then I don't know if that would go down well. We might end up having our head chopped off. So I'm going to have to go and meet up with some local nobles and try and befriend one of them and convince her to be my lady-in-waiting and see if she will deliver a poison apple for me. The fuck are you doing? The fuck are you doing? You're an advisor. You're taking your job too far. You'll poison apple him next. Oh, our mother is awake and apparently scared. I think this castle is haunted. Otherworldly activity. It's probably the royal family of Henford-on-Bagley's past. Why don't you just go back to bed, Catherine? Oh, there's a ghost! It's the ghost of medieval Candy Bear, who has nose piercings and glasses. Short-sighted, rebellious medieval Candy Bear is haunting our home. Honestly, Catherine, if I were you, I would just go to bed. We are awake and pretty hungers, so let's see if we can go and find one of our servants and just command them to make us some breakfast. What about this sim over here? You, servant. Oh, I don't think I can make a servant cook for me because I'm only a princess. I think only the king can do that. Oh, this is my royal cook. Okay, right, well, servant, order to prepare meals, make something suitable for vegetarians. There we go. Okay, I can boss people around, although it looks like you've kind of found your own way. I think the cook did come and bring food, but we're going to ring our little bell anyway. Just make sure she's always busy. We don't want our servants to have a day off. There she is. Okay, I guess she's going to the kitchen now to go and prepare some more food. Good. Stay busy. Where's the nearest bathroom? Here's one. Okay. Right, while you make your way to the bathroom, I think if I go into build and buy, I'm going to go to custom content. There should be a poisonous apple here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Perfect apple. This apple is totally normal. Absolutely nothing weird about it. Why don't you take a bite and see how sweet it is? Okay. Brilliant. Oh, but I can't interact with it. I wonder if it's because I don't have a lady in waiting yet. Right, I tell you what, we are going to go and meet some more people around the town, slightly more upper class people. We're not hanging around with the poor.
I find this interesting. Really, I do. I'm not going to go through her whole story. It just takes too long to go through. Basically, it's just totally friggin' mind-blowing. The whole idea that you can turn Sims 4 into something like this with all the expansion packs, DLCs, add-ons, figamajigs. I had on my 2009 Mac Pro, I have The Sims 4, all kinds of expansion packs on it, and the problem is to install all the expansion packs and everything in the Sims on the Mac Mini is I ain't got the hard drive to store it all. There just isn't enough room. There is so many things here. It's mind-blowing to think about it, though. Let me just take care of something else on my screen here. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, done with that. Alright, so yes, definitely. Absolutely fascinating. I do really think it's a cool idea. And the other thing is, The fact that the games you can do all this really is mind blowing. That you're not limited to just doing, just the basic boring Sims 4, Sims 3, but there are aftermarket add-ons. Also, somebody came up with a update to the Katy Perry Sweet Treats to Sims 4. They actually came up with their own variation of Katy Perry Sweet Treats, which I got installed on Sims 3. It's kind of funky, if you ask me. On Sims 3, my character is Unwind, has the Katy Perry chocolate fountain in the front, 2 chocolate fountains in her front yard, and a couple of fun things. Plus, she's got the whole pets and the Supernatural series and all the plugins, all 16 plus expansion packs in Sims 3. Sims 4, I haven't got all the plugins. I kind of want them all, but nobody really wants to play games anymore, so we don't play games anymore, which kind of sucks because I had a great time playing games. And what Whiny is showing here is a very exciting thing, and I really want to try it, and I'm going to install that plugin. It looks like a trip. If I can get it to work on Sims 4 on the Apple Silicon, I'm definitely going to try it. It looks like a real treat. But I still don't like Sims 4 because of another reason, which is the game, some of the characters in the game are so, by default, they do some stupid moronic things. Like they get electrocuted, they blow themselves up, they kill themselves off, so on, so quickly doing stupid stuff. And it's like, I wish there was an option in the game to actually install intelligence a little bit, make them a little smarter when you have your characters being mostly autonomous. The problem with Sims 4 is you have to basically micromanage everything, every character, kind of like I have to watch my kitty cat Rusty over here. He's running around too. But still, it's cute. Whiny, I love your plugin idea. I want to try it so bad. And, so I guess the next thing everybody was saying is, Michelle, it's 12 degrees Celsius. Why are you in the house? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I wanted to do this, talk about Whiny Brits thing. And the second thing was, I couldn't think of any real reason to go out. And the reason I say that is, for the immediate time being, I am supplied. I don't have to worry about running out the door right now and spending money I'd rather save for important things like paying bills. Because, I know we got like 4 days left. Today's one day. I get paid Friday. Great. So, because like one of the things that we're hoping to do is to try out some of the stuff that's coming in the post tomorrow, and I was hoping it was going to be here today. Because if it was here today, then I could definitely tell you what we're going to do with testing a headset and use my lapel microphone out in at Cumberland Farms as a mobile streaming platform, and I still wanted to do that. And the thing is, I really, 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 really want to continue to get more people watching. But definitely, I'm gonna try this Whiny Brit add-on. It looks like, as I said, I'm gonna definitely check it out because I think it's hilariously funny to download that and figure out where to install it. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, now when I get it installed, I do have Sims 4 on this Mac Mini. Let's see if it works in the Mac Mini. If it does, then we will give it a go and see what it does. If it crashes and burns, so then we tried. Alright, so definitely looking forward to seeing what this plugin can do. What game packs do I personally hate? You know what? I'm not going to talk about that. The one game pack I hate, I will never download again. I'll tell you, don't even waste your time doing it unless you want to really, really get yourself into a drudgery. Don't install Laundry Day. Just avoid it like a plague. Okay? Once you get laundry days installed, all of a sudden now, just like real life, you'll worry about your laundry and washing and drying, and it's just the pits. Really. But still, they have been expanding Sims 4. But when are they going to come out with Sims 5? Really, I have not seen anything about Sims 5, and I would like to know when they're going to come out with Sims 5, because they just don't seem to have it yet. Yeah, that's kind of weird. There is some add-ons of Sims 4 for the PC, and not for the Mac, and there are some things that work in both. And Sims 3, if you're going to go through and install plugins in Sims 3, let me just tell you right now, Apple really kind of muddied the water with the Sims 3, 32 and 64-bit. I have a lot of expansion packs in my 32-bit Sims 3 on my iPad, or sorry, my iMac, or Mac Mini, MacBook. And the biggest problem is I install everything from CD, so every time I have to start up the computer, I have to put the selected disk in the drive, and then before I can play the game, which kind of sucks. Good, because it's set up using the CD install. I tried the Origin install, but again, we got a problem. Is the Origin install is designed for 60? It's going to try to install a 64-bit on my Mac Mini, which is running not El Capitan. Oh wait, yeah, it has El Capitan. And it has El Capitan on it, and actually it has a predecessor. I think it has Snow Leopard installed. And I was like, it's confusing, honestly. But still, it's a neat idea, but it's just kind of annoying, if that makes any sense. So, let me go see if I can install that plugin, and I want to see how it works, and then I will come back and see if we can get it to do something. Why not? Let's do that. Let's go ahead and install that plugin, and I'll start that as game number 2. And that way I don't run it board. I can just pause this right now. So let me pause this, download the plugin, and see if I can get it into my Sims 4 and see if I can get it to work. Oh crap! All right, now we've entered another rabbit hole. First of all, it's not a single file. It's got dependencies. Lots of those little dependencies. And a lot of these may actually require Windows to run. First of all, daily duties not beginning after accept notification fixed. Night output bug fixed. Treasury bug fixed. Council members from daily duties will no longer be infants. Removed, assigned as dungeon guard from inappropriate Sims. Okay. Then you need bug fixes, less executions, and how to choose your auto classes file. I've included 3 versions of auto classes. Please only have one at the options in your mods folder. Cache and lot value designates the class traits based on the Sims household cache and their value. Cache only, lot value only. Remove if unwanted. This folder contains features of the mod, which can be safely taken out if you don't want them in the game. Acquired mods includes Frank's pack test script, XML injector, Mel22 trait injector, companion mods. You need or they see companion mods. I don't know if they're necessary. One Bros Rambunctious Religions, Little Bros Ye Old Cookbook for translators. Okay. Helpful links, royalty mod tutorials, how to install mod injector, and link injector, how to customize titles, change logs, Discord invite. Yeah. So do you download this as a package? Confused and wish to start, want to learn about all the features of the mod, read the mod guide here or watch YouTube tutorials here. Let me read the mod guide first, it's easier for me. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Recommended companion mods is Lily Bulbub's Ye Old Cookbook and Rambunctious Religious. Radio formats included Monarchs. Monarchs are your main focus in this mod, and your royalty is a monarch to use much of the mod's features. Monarchs are responsible for bestowing in-game traits to other Sims, such as crown royals, nobles, heirs, and more. They work best when paired with another Sim that has been given the Royal Advisor trait. Monarchs do have a small career, a 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. rabbit hole available, only item which can be found under the careers menu. They also have a cute little custom plum bob with a crown to make them feel really special. Okay, other traits. All the traits in the mod can be given by the monarchs. With their monarch selected, click on the Sims you would like to bestow the title on. Choose titles. This is interesting. Let's go through this real quick. There are several other traits in the mod include lower numbers of the royal family and noble titles. Any royals can be used to clarify events. Rabbit holes. You can also play through the missing princess aspiration. You still must meet the aspirational goals. Okay. Changeable titles. It certainly looks interesting. Heirs, regents, diplomacy. Monarchs can also have several new interactions on the LM correspondences book to send diplomat letters to other monarchs. How interesting. Some of the features include great relations, good relations, neutral relations, poor relations, and terrible relations, royal advisors, nobles, how to enable daily duties. Daily duties. All the duties. This is complicated. Laws and fines. Payoff fines. I like the way you can combine it with the modern shackles, dungeons, boiling cauldron, burning at the stake, execution events, servants. Let's go through this real quick, guys. So this is just very interesting, but unfortunately, it looks like I have to install a whole bunch of things in here, and because this is my working machine, I'm concerned that I may not have enough hard drive space to hold all these pieces. And also, The Sims. I also noticed one thing too with this Mac Mini. I'm going to talk about this real quick here. You only get 16 gigabytes of actual RAM, which you share with the memory of your video card. So with two plain monitors like this, you're using about 2 gigabytes of RAM, just the 2 to 2 monitors. The result is that your computer has to really work really hard to keep up with all this stuff. And Maybe on the M3 Mac Mini, or whenever the M3 comes out, when you have, like 64 gigabytes of RAM or something, it might be more easy because people don't realize that Chrome and some games, City Skyline comes to mind. I have 64 gigabytes on my, I have 32 gigabytes RAM on my 2009 Mac Pro, and I have plenty of room for City Skylines with all the plugins. I tried to install the plugins on here, and I used up all my RAM, all my swap, just trying to play City Skylines on this computer. I bought this computer originally for streaming the show, and that works fine for this, but for gaming, this is a pretty well maxed out M1 Mac Mini, but for gaming, no, it just loses it. It just loses out in storage. For that, we need to get out the big guns. That's a 2009 Mac Pro with 32 gigabytes of RAM, over 8 terabytes of storage. Then we can start playing some big games. And, which I guess this is kind of like, let's talk about gaming today. So, that's what we're going to do. So, what the mod that Whiny Brits showing is absolutely amazingly interesting, and I really, really want it. The problem is, I don't know if it'll work on the 2019 Mac Mini with only 16 gigabytes RAM, 512 gigabyte SSD, an external 500 gigabyte hard drive. It just doesn't have a lot of RAM to throw in a lot of mods. And the more mods you throw on a game, the bigger the game gets. That's why I do not think this game could easily play American Truck Simulator. It's got the speed, but the 16 gigabytes of RAM is just a little bit tight for the game. But for OBS, it works fine. So I don't have a problem with that with OBS, but yeah, some of these plugins look really cool, but we have to play them on the 2009 Mac Pro. That's in the bedroom. So, yeah, I'll look into installing this in the bedroom Mac, because this has got, between these mods and City Skylines mods that I had installed, that caused this computer to run out of RAM and crash violently. I would definitely say it is very easy to fill up your hard drive, which is terrifying when you fill up a 512 gigabyte SSD with swap files. No, definitely not good. No. So yeah, there definitely is a room. Need more room. Speaking of room, I gotta fix this strap. Why does this slide down like this? It's not the only dress that does this. This is one of the two dresses that does it. I didn't check my shoulders to see if they're totally square, but they seem to be, like, this doesn't seem to have a problem. This side slides off. And I have two dresses with the same problem. Go figure. But I do want to go outside. But I don't know what I'm going to buy. I just not sure what I'm going to buy. But I still think it's fun. I'm going to definitely bookmark this mod. I really do think it looks interesting. But I just don't know where I'm going to install it. Yeah, where to start? Yeah. Let's bookmark this page. I can go back to this later on. Bookmark this tab. Fine. Save it to other bookmarks. That's fine. Looks cute though. So there's these neat stuff in the game, and I love the idea. I also would love to see them make an expansion mod for emulating more of World of Warcraft. I installed a couple in Sims 3 to do some World of Warcraft stuff. I found out that some of the mods don't work on the 2009 Mac Pro, which left me kind of like really, really saddened, because like some of them look really cool, like furniture and elf years, and those worked on Sims 3, 32-bit. They didn't work in Sims 3, 64-bit on the Mac, because a lot of the mods were 32-bit. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not really sure what we're going to do with that. Plugging in plugins is fun, but it's just a lot of stuff to do. But, yeah, I think if we're going to play any heavy-duty games on this computer, the only one I can really play on here really well is Sims 3. Sims 4. And there is Sims 3 64-bit, but I'll be honest, if you're going to play Sims 4 or Sims 3 64-bit, this is true in the 2009 Mac Pro as well. If you're going to play Sims 3 64-bit, most of the games from Origin you download are Sims 3 32-bit, which means you can't play them anything newer than High Sierra, but you can't install them in El Capitan because the stupid El Capitan is kind of limited with the way permissions are set up. So installing plugins in the games is just not good. If you try to make a mixed platform of 32 and 64-bit games, you're likely to have a big crash and burn. Nobody likes crash and burn, not me. And The Sims in the American Truck Simulator, I love the game very much. But the problem is what's a drag is the fact is that that's the other computer, not this computer. So I have to jump between the two computers. And that would be nice if I could have had everything on one computer. But right now, with summer coming up, it's going to be hot and steamy, hot, sticky, and humid, and there's for the killer computers. You guessed it, the space heaters in the bedroom, which is fine. But I do wish it had two monitors on it, like this computer does, so I can... I got this great, nice, huge 32-inch flat screen TV, but it's not 1080p. It's really not. So it's not quite full screen. And that's not 1920 by 1080. And I wish it was 1920 by 1080. But apparently when LG made the monitor, they didn't really have 1920 by 1080 screen in that size. So it's kind of a weird screen resolution. American Truck Simulator works fine. With the joystick controller. So yeah, there are things we need to work on, but definitely want to play some games. But the World of Warcraft plays fine on this computer. I was playing that a couple nights ago with Lumi on the European servers because I suspended temporarily my American server account, so I only had the European servers going. And we're playing good, but I really am kind of confused about some things. Well, we're burning daylight, so I'm gonna tell you what, guys. I want to go for a walk. I really do. It's great weather, and I don't see any reason to stay in the house. I'm gonna show you that I did do a bit of a reaction video, and I am gonna try this game on the other computer. I am gonna try it. When I get a chance to get over to the other computer, fire it up. I'm already in Catalina already, so I could just install it in The Sims 4 and see if it works. It looks like it's multiple parts to install. It's not going to be just a single mod. So, yeah. Also, can someone tell me how to get rid of Laundry Day? How can I uninstall Laundry Day? I want to get the Laundry Day out of there. Because I am so sick and tired of getting dishpan hands washing laundry. It really does get boring after a while. Well, other than that, that's something I'm going to work on. I want to get back to the gaming. Summer's coming. It's going to be hot, sticky, humid, and it's in the bedroom where the air conditioner is. And guess what? I mean, it's the summertime when it's hot, humid, sticky. I can be in the bedroom playing some World of Warcraft or some other games, cooling it, So that's what we're going to do. But for now, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.